Have you ever noticed something strange? Two people earn almost the same salary. They live in the same city. They shop at the same stores. They even drive similar cars. 20 years later, one has financial freedom. The other is still worried about the next paycheck. So what happened? Most people assume the answer is income. But in reality, it's often the way money quietly leaves your life before it ever has the chance to grow. Let's look at someone you probably know. Imagine a 30-year-old software support specialist living in Chicago. After taxes, they bring home about $4,500 every month. That's considered a respectable income. Now let's see where that money goes. Rent, $1,700. Car payment, $450. Car insurance and fuel, $300. Student loan payment, $350. Groceries, $500. Utilities and internet, $250. Phone bill, $80. Subscription, about $70. Credit card payment, $250. Eating out, coffee, weekends and online shopping, another $500. Before the month is even over, there's almost nothing left. And this isn't someone being irresponsible. They're simply living what most people would call a normal life. Now imagine they receive a raise, an extra $600 each month. Sounds like progress. But within a year, they move into a slightly nicer apartment, upgrade their car, take a couple of extra vacations, maybe finance the latest phone instead of keeping the old one. Suddenly, that raise disappears. Nothing really changed, except the monthly bills became permanent. This is something economists call lifestyle inflation. As income rises, expenses quietly rise with it. And because each upgrade feels small on its own, most people never notice the pattern. Here's where simple math becomes surprisingly powerful. Imagine that $600 monthly raise wasn't used for new expenses. Instead, it was invested every month. Let's assume a reasonable long-term annual return of around 8%. Over 30 years, those monthly investments could grow to more than $800,000. The raise itself wasn't life-changing. The decision about what to do with it was. This is why two people earning similar salaries can end up living completely different financial lives. Not because one is lucky, but because one owns more of their future income, while the other has already promised it away. Now here's the psychological part. Humans naturally compare themselves to the people around them. If your coworkers upgrade their SUV, you start questioning yours. If your friends renovate their kitchen, your home suddenly feels outdated. Social media makes this even stronger. We're constantly shown snapshots of people's best moments. New homes, luxury vacations, designer clothes, nice restaurants. Our brain quietly starts treating these things not as luxuries, but as expectations. The pressure isn't usually direct. Nobody forces you to spend. But modern consumer culture constantly whispers the same message. You've earned it. The problem is, future wealth rarely feels as emotionally rewarding as immediate comfort. Buying something today gives instant satisfaction. Investing for 30 years doesn't. Our brains are wired to prefer rewards we can experience now. Companies understand this extremely well. That's why financing is everywhere. Monthly payments make expensive purchases feel affordable. Instead of asking, "Can I afford this?" people ask, "Can I afford the monthly payment?" Those are very different questions, because every payment quietly reduces your future options. Over time, financial stress doesn't always come from earning too little. It often comes from having too many permanent obligations. The financially intelligent person doesn't necessarily avoid spending. They simply ask a different question. Instead of wondering, "What can I buy with this paycheck?" they ask, "What future freedom am I giving up if I spend this today?" That small shift changes almost everything. It doesn't mean never enjoying life. It doesn't mean living with extreme frugality. It means recognizing that every recurring expense competes with your future investments. The middle class often believes wealth comes from earning more. Wealthy thinkers usually understand something different. Keeping more of what you earn is often more powerful than earning slightly more. That's why escaping the middle class isn't usually about finding one incredible investment or landing the perfect job. It's about avoiding 1,000 small financial decisions that quietly keep you standing in the same place. The system isn't necessarily designed to make you poor, but it is designed to make spending incredibly easy and investing incredibly easy to postpone. The people who eventually build wealth aren't always the highest earners. They're often the ones who delay just enough consumption to buy themselves more choices later. And those choices are what financial freedom really looks like. If you enjoy calm, evidence-based conversations about money and financial psychology, consider subscribing for more videos like this.